Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. Done is better than perfect. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Stand in the divine rain, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Not every instance requires a response. Truth resides silently in the seat of power. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. When you say I and my too much, you lose the capacity to understand the we and our. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. Sometimes the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. Sometimes your circle decreases in size, but increases in value. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Even though the ship may go down, the journey goes on. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. It is said we learn more from our failures than our successes. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. Irrational expectations are at the root of most human suffering. Set the troops to their tasks without imparting your designs. If at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. The right way to go easy is to forget the right way. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder, and yet no real disorder at all. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. People who belittle people will be little people and will accomplish very little. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. If you always want the validation of others, you won't grow beyond people's expectations. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. We say later, later, until later becomes too late, and all we can think of is if only. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. You ask me, If I keep a notebook to record my great ideas, I've only ever had one. I've never seen anything as bright as the rays of kindness. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy.